guess he's going to the dentist, even though she told her mom to schedule it in March. Thanks, girl. Okay, so I'm going to the dentist for the exam and x-ray and to see what we need to do. I'm really nervous. Really nervous. I feel so stupid for being like so nervous, but it's okay because it's my anxiety. So, and I have to go at 2 o'clock or 2:30, I guess. So yeah, I told her I wanted it in March so I had time to process, but they said, oh, we have a spot today, so she took this spot, because I originally said I wanted to go in March, so I had a little time to process my anxiety, and first thing in the morning, so I didn't have to be sitting around all day worrying, and apparently none of that is what's gonna happen. So that's happening today. So I gotta get cleaned up so that when I cry at the dentist office, my hair at least looks nice. And yeah, going to the dentist for the first appointment. Okay, it's 1:42. About to go. I took an anxiety pill, so hopefully that helps. It's supposed to start like working within half an hour, so I figured that 2:30 will work right when I, get to the dentist and have all this stuff. So I got an audiobook on my phone so that I can listen to an audiobook when they're doing work, hopefully. Okay, so I got home late because I didn't take my camera because I just needed to focus on my anxiety and everything. So I didn't vlog when I got home, but I was also really upset, and yeah. Anyways, I went there and the whole experience was just terrible. Like, I told them in advance that I have anxiety and they were terrible about it. Like, terrible about it. Like, when a person has anxiety, they want you to know they have anxiety and be a little kinder and nicer and, like, make sure that they're okay. Stuff like that is fine. But when you treat somebody with anxiety like they're so fragile, they're gonna break any second or have a panic attack any second, then that's where it aggravates my anxiety and makes it worse. So that's what they were doing. They're basically like treating me like so fragile. And then I had to do x-rays. And even though they told me that my mom could come back with me, they said she couldn't stand in the hallway for the x-rays. And they made it especially known that they don't normally let other people back for dentist work, but it's a special thing. Sorry guys, I'm trying to adjust the camera. Which, mentioning that 700 times also flared up my anxiety, because I'm like, oh my god, like, they think I'm thinking I'm like privileged or something because my mom gets to come back with me. I had to take 17 x-rays, which was fine, except for I told the lady that I had this palsy on the side and my lip doesn't stretch. And she's stretching it and pulling it and hurting it, and my muscles are hurting, and like my eyes are tearing up because my muscles hurt. That was terrible, Then after that, they said you can go back to the room, and they didn't tell my mom she would come with me. So I went to get her because I was like, I'm not going in there alone. So then I go in and I'm sitting on the chair and they're behind me for some reason and getting the charts and things, and the doctor comes in. Basically, she says, she makes a note saying, like, basically, it's so brave of you to be here with your anxiety. I'm like, okay, thank you, but like, at least for me with anxiety, I don't like it when people say that about my anxiety, you know, like, that just triggers me, but whatever. And then she looked at my teeth. She did that thing that all dentists do that I personally hate, but you just have to kind of get over it, is checking off teeth and what's wrong. And then instead of telling me what was wrong and like which teeth needed what, she said, I can't help you. I think you need to go to sleep dentistry and get an IV and just be knocked out. Let them do it all at once, and then you can come back for a cleaning. And that triggered my anxiety because I'm like, IV? Like, no, I don't want an IV. An IV would be more anxiety. So I told her that once I get the Novocaine, I'm totally fine, and like, I usually don't have anxiety after that because they're fixing the problem. It's just the hype up of going to the dentist's office and you know, sitting there waiting for the Novocaine. But usually once they do the Novocaine, I'm totally fine. And she said, no, you need to do sleep dentistry. There's nothing I can do. You need to do it to get some extractions. And then she told me a long story about how somebody that she knows also has anxiety, and I'm like, great, how does that help me? And then she said she would give me recommendations, and then they said that they don't extract teeth there, which I'm like, it literally says on your website that you do. She said, oh, well, I'm not an oral surgeon. It's like, okay. I'm like, alright. Can't you recommend me to the oral surgeon in this office? I know there is one because it's listed on the website. Oh no, she's booked past blah blah. Fine, whatever. So then, we asked if you have to extract the tooth, what do you do? And she's like, oh, it's just a hole, like your tooth is gone, it's, you know, not savable. There is some that could possibly be savable if you want to try and save them. Didn't say what teeth. My mom's like, you're just gonna leave a tooth there? She's like, oh, we could put an implant in, but it would clip in and out, which I've never heard of that besides dentures. And like, I don't think that the sections of my teeth are bad enough to have to put a whole denture in there. But like, I don't know, because I was confused and she was not explaining anything to me. And then she said, have a nice day, and she left. We asked the assistant. She said, oh, she could put a implant that would click in and out. And I'm like, okay, so are you saying like that my teeth are bad enough to need dentures, or are you telling me that like a single tooth implant would click in and out? So we left, and I basically went to my parents' house and talked with them and cried all afternoon. And yeah, so I've never heard of a dentist going like that, but it made me feel really uneasy, and it made me feel like they're basically saying my teeth are like hopeless and I have to get a denture. And I just don't believe in my heart that that's true, because there were only like 5 teeth that needed like work done. 1 tooth that I know needs to either be capped or extracted or have a dental implant, and then maybe like 1 root canal tooth, and then the others could probably have caps. But anyways, it was terrible. took an anxiety pill. I'm never going back there, not even to get my cleaning, because they made me so uncomfortable. They definitely don't know what anxiety dentistry is, and they are just... But I got the first step in going, in at least getting which teeth need work done, I guess. So I'm gonna go and just get a second opinion somewhere else and see what they say. And that's it. As for today, I'm gonna try and get my mind off of it, go some places, have some fun, and just have a better day, because I basically had anxiety Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and then just kind of held up in my room having panic attacks and anxiety. And so I think I just need to get out of the house today. That's what happened. Anybody else had a dental experience like that? Because it was the worst thing for a person with dental anxiety. Like, seriously. She made it seem like it's hopeless. I just have to get the teeth pulled and have spots, like, all of the teeth. You know, she did say, if you wanted to save them, you probably could. But, she made it seem like I need to get all of them pulled and then get dentures somewhere. And, like, she also just, like, she was friendly, but, like, just not very personable, I guess, and she didn't explain anything to me. She basically looked and said, it's out of my skill set, and that's all she would say. Which, I mean, I guess I get the fact that there's a difference between an oral surgeon and a dentist, and not all dentists do extractions. But she works in an office where there's a person who could do extractions, and how is she a dentist? And that's at her skill set. Like, just all she do is clean teeth and fill in teeth, and that's it. Like, I don't know. I felt bad about the whole experience, and it was terrible, and I'm looking for a second opinion, because I really just don't trust her judgment. She gave me bad feelings and bad vibes, so that's what happened.